Hi everyone, I'm Lee Kang-shi. In this video, I will be analyzing two infographics about the college students. Also, I will create the new ones based on them. Even though the main idea is very similar, but I still improve some visual design elements. In the new one, I use many time for the creative and critical thinking. The first one is the best study habits, which was designed by the commercebook.com in 2016. This one is point out 4 main way to study well. The second one is how college students study. It was created by the Marcus in 2013 in focus on showing the college students study by some data in church. Now I'm going to be analyzing the first infographic in more detail. The first one is very clear because it used more warm color like orange, green, and white. It makes the full infographic much cleaner and easy to visit because of the high contrast between the color used instead of the similar one. Also, it has enough white space and balance. According to Ashley, the purple color and contrast make the infographic much cleaner and make it more accessible to find out the critical information. And a suitable space can increase readability and create insurance. Moreover, the balance of the infographics were good. Each part of the infographic has a perfect proportion and equal distribution. However, the visual design element include the United and Heritage. In this work model, it is hard to find the difference between the items because of the size of the different topics. It's hard to distinguish. There is no offset difference in the size of the word. We will make it hard to find the main idea and headline. Plus, a good infographic should have a good United. It should use some evidence or other picture to surround the argument. It makes the element on the page appear to belong together visually. The infographic is too many pieces of information. Even some of them are repetitive things. The infographic also need a highlight and sentence the sentence argument. Otherwise, it is difficult for reader to find them. Let's see the following infographic. You can know the idea of the author is to show the data and proportion of the college study. The whole infographic fulfills the data without any more in-depth explanation. It only has some generalization, such as how many students always attend classes. On the other hand, this infographic is using the solely color and word. It makes the information much more transparent and tidier. All the primary information is in the middle of the infographic so that we can skim the information. However, as actually said, the infographic should have a right scale, which means each item and information should relate to each other based on size. The more important the date, the larger the church size. If they are similar size, we will look at the infographic without any focus at all. However, the entire church has no permanent point and different size. Also, the font of the explanation is too small, which makes it impossible for our audience to get any conclusion. I mainly aim at combining the contents of the two original infographics into the new one, and its visual display will be more perfect than before. Firstly, I designed my infographic color with orange, red, and black in order to let the audience focus the content and image will much more clear because the contrast is high. You can find that the background color has a huge contrast with the color of the font, and the data is extremely clear. Secondly, the content of the infographic is connecting to original infographic. I used the main summary and some tips for student success in the first infographic. Plus, I used the data from the second infographic to support my main idea. It made my new infographic more convincing and including more content because I have more data and example to support my statement. Finally, according to actual presentation, I also modified the heritage space and balance because enough space can make all the elements to be seen clear and include the readability. Also, I improved the heritage and balance in my infographic because heritage can show the difference in significance between the items. People can identify what is the key and subject. They can quickly load which learning methods are important, balance a way to make the infographic more symbolical. I use the critical and creative thinking in my new infographic. I use critical thinking when I analyze and judge the original infographic. According to the wish approach, I need to wonder and evaluate critically because I always need to ask and find some question about my original infographic. Besides, I should evaluate the infographic and then text away which one is suitable for my new one. Plus, creativity is a function of knowledge, imagination, and evaluation. All steps in my infographic are on my own innovation from the background color to distribution or the chart. Finally, if I have not learned how to use the critical and creative thinking, I didn't know how to pick the infographic that need improvement, and it is hard to create a new infographic with my own idea. In conclusion, from this process of creating a new infographic, I use all skills I learned from the ICT course, like critical and creative thinking and making a new infographic. So I think the ICT is very useful for me in my whole life. Thank you.